We got a couple super chats already, so let's address this. CC Bonbon one. CC Bonbon one. Well, I said it right the first time. $1.99. Worst laziest weed or joint a fan ever gave you. Was there? Does this stand out to you? Did some fan give you some bad joint? You're like, this one sucks, or does?
Oh, that happens a lot
Yeah.
actually. Like they will roll me a really skinny little toothpick, and it's mostly paper, and it's a thick white paper, and so that's asking to just fucking blacken my fucking lungs up, and it's mostly just like smoking paper at that point when you have the thick white paper, and then you roll these little toothpicks where it's not even big enough to have anything in it, any weed in it. So that happens a lot. I'm used to doobies. Like this is what I rolled. I roll like cigarettes,
Oh,
and I have a filter in it. So like I'm a little, my standards are high, and of course it's the unbleached. These are the RVD papers,
oh
but
yeah.
because I have boxes of them. But same as classic raw, unbleached. You don't taste the paper; you taste the weed, and and this is worth bringing up too. A lot of people don't know this, but when you're in Europe, and for some reason also in Canada, a lot of them they like to put tobacco in the weed. So sometimes someone will offer me a joint, and I can just smell the tobacco in it, and my body rejects that. Like I can't enjoy that. I automatically cough it up before it even makes it down my throat. And I've always just, for me, I've always hated that and always thought that was gross. And I've had Italians, for instance, tell me they don't see how I can smoke a joint with just weed because it's too strong. Too much weed is the way they put it, and that the tobacco helps them balance it out and settle for them or whatever. But I always hate that, and so I'll pass every time if I'm in Europe and someone offers me one of those.
That's kind of funny because, you know, in America we're drinking like it's like the reverse thing of beer. Like we're so used to drinking light beer here, like that, and like if we go over to Europe, they call us a bunch of pussies because we drink light beer, and they're drinking the heavy beer. But here, it's like the coins flip. We drink, you smoke the legit all weed, and then they have tobacco and stuff like that over in their joints and stuff like that. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, yeah, and so like in Amsterdam, because it's such a destination spot, like melting pot of tourists, from everywhere. They have a lot of people there, and they're in Europe
Mm-hmm.
that like that tobacco. But my favorite coffee shops, and this was when they used to have a lot more because they've closed a lot of them down and put a lot of control on the business now. But the coffee shops is where you would go and you could buy cannabis legally at the coffee shops. And a couple of them that I used to go to, I really favored because they would allow the pure smokers to have the whole room, and they had a little sectioned off area for the tobacco smokers.
Oh,
Instead of like the other way around, because in a lot of places you go in there to sit down, and the guy beside me smoking cigarettes, the guy on the other side of me, the guy behind me, everyone's smoking cigarettes with their weed, and it's not pleasant for me or for whoever if they're not into that. So some of them, that reverse it like that and say, if you smoke pure only out here, otherwise, get in there, get in your little aquarium where you belong. So,
go over to your zone here.
yeah.